Hello guys, today I am not on the farm. Isn't that interesting? I've actually got a good friend with a nice little place kind of on the Rum River that needs a little help with his driveway rock, and he's never power sweeped, so I want to get his opinion between the gas on the Stihl with the power sweep and the battery electric. A lot of people always ask me, which one do I like? Well, I like both. That's why I've got them. They both have different utility bases for me. But today, I want to stick them in the hands of somebody who's never used them, who's used a rake all his life, and see what he thinks. Does he like the weight of the one? Does he like the gas? Does he like the torquiness of the electric? Does he like the quietness of the electric? Does he hate the batteries? Does he hate the long arm on the electric? We'll get a good look at these and see what he thinks. We're going to be using the 135 on the Stihl with the combi head, and we're going to be using the 55 or MM55 on the gas, and we're going to see what he likes. We got about 1/8 of a mile of driveway to rake and a bunch of area where some rock came out it from when he snowplowed, and we'll take a look here with Luke. We'll turn him on both of these machines, and he'll give you his honest opinion, and we'll see what we like. Appreciate you guys liking and following. Stay tuned as we go beat up some rock. Oh, you're getting it. right, Captain. You've never power sweeped like this before.
I have not.
You got 1/8 of a mile of driveway here on this little ranch. What do you think between these two? Give me your opinion. I obviously like both, but...
They're both excellent machines. I can see a purpose for both. Both can do the same job. I'd say this one might be a little easier when you're cleaning up like that. This was maybe a little nicer for the edging.
What do you think of the sound?
That's bad for either of them. You know, they both do them just fine.
What about the sound? Does the gas irritate you? It's louder.
For me, it doesn't bother me. I can see where some people may not like it. The quiet is kind of nice. I don't mind mixing oil gas.
Yeah.
I can see where some people might not like that.
And I can tell you today, we could do this whole place with that gas and go through just that one tank. Probably going to go through 2 batteries, at least 1.5 on your whole place, you know.
Yeah.
So you do have to switch out a battery or pay for an extra battery.
Yeah.
But that one there, the gas one, you know, this one right here, this one, I mean, you've got the tiller option.
Yeah.
And it's a really good tiller. This one's a lesser tiller, but you've got brush cutting head, edging head, trimmer head, hedge trimmer head on it, weed whip on it, and power sweep. So you got more versatility in that one.
Yeah.
You know.
The other thing I'm thinking too, after I worked all day, and I'm not killing myself doing this. I don't feel like I'm working out here doing it. So.
Yeah, that battery makes that one a little bit more butt heavy. How's it feel in the shoulder?
A little bit. I can definitely feel that a little bit when I'm pulling back. Where I don't know, maybe I don't got quite this adjusted quite right either.
Sure.
But I can definitely feel a little bit. But otherwise, the strap on the shoulder's fine.
Gotcha. How'd that one feel?
Fine. I like the way the wheels on the back can help balance it out.
Correct. And that's an add-on. Don't get me wrong. They make that for it. It's an add-on. You can do it, without the wheels on it, but it gets tiring. I agree. They both do a little bit. Yeah. Picking this one up and hauling it around?
If I was going to the house, it's definitely, that end is heavy, so you want to kind of...
Yeah.
So you more down low on it.
Right.
That end is heavy.
Yeah, you don't want to bend your shaft and stuff. I get it.
Yeah, and trying to even... Up here, that's, you've got a lot of pressure up on your shoulders.
Right.
Got a lot of weight down there.
Yeah. Well, I just thought it was interesting. I get comments all the time on these two machines, especially since I just did one on this one doing the driveway. And people are like, what do you like? And I see a purpose, with my farm hands and the young kids. They never have to try and start that. It starts actually really well to me, but to them, it's tougher when they're youths. And, it's kind of nice when they can just take this and use it wherever they need to. And I've got more versatility with it. But when you start doing 1/4 mile, 1/8 of a mile longer situations, that's nice. And when you're tilling all day, that shorter reach is really nice in the tiller. I get it. You got pine trees with junk in here from winter, and you're going to reach all the way down this driveway with these pine trees. That nice boom is going to get you in there easier. Yeah. I totally get it. And they've got the same heads. There's no difference in the heads. Really, the only difference is you got gas and a little bit of winterization. You've got more probably versatility. You've got the expense, though, of the batteries. People can't forget that. Sure, you're not paying for gas, you're not winterizing, but those batteries aren't cheap. So it's what it goes. Well, I appreciate you reviewing them, Luke, and hopefully we've got your place cleaned up a bit.
No, I appreciate you for trying them out because, I know what Father's Day needs to be.